Today we're going to be factoring trinomials of the type x squared plus bx plus c. So if we have to factor x squared plus 7x plus 12. I'm going to work out this trinomial, or I'm going to factor this trinomial and be writing steps at the same time, okay? So here we go. These are the steps. Step 1. We're going to multiply term 1 and term 3. So multiply term 1 and 3. X squared times 12 is 12x squared. Step 2. We're going to write the factors of number 1. I'm going to write a T because I'm doing a T chart. We want those factors to add up to the second term. So in an asterisk. So let's start factoring 12x squared. 1x times 12x is 12x squared. Yes or no? If I add these, what do they add up to? 13x. 13x. If I add these, 1x plus 12x, this equals 13x. And we want it to equal 7x. So is 2 a factor of 12? 2x times 6x equals 12, right? 12x squared. If I add these, what do they add up to? 8x. So are these the factors that add up to 7x? No. So then there is another factor. 3x times 4x equals 12x squared. Yes or no? If I add those factors, what do they add up to? 7x. Is that this 7x? These are the factors we're going to use. So step number 3. Step number 3 right here. Create groups. So my group, my first group, and I'm leaving some space, so my group is going to look like a little basket. From the first term to half of the second term. From half of the second term through the third term. You see the little baskets, creating two groups. The next step, step number 4. We're going to copy term 1 and 3. So this is term 1, x squared. Just copy it down. Term 3, 12, copy it down. 12 is a plus 12, so we keep the plus 12. Step number 5. Include the factors. Include the factors from step 2. So these right here, 3x and 4x. 3x is positive, so plus 3x and 4x, also positive. Step number 6. We're going to factor each group. What do I mean by factor each group? What can x squared and 3x both be divided by? X. So if I take out an x, open my parentheses, x squared divided by x is x. 3x divided by x is 3. So we factored out the first one. What can I factor out of 4x plus 12? 4. 4x divided by 4 is x. 12 divided by 4 is 3. This is my checkpoint right here. At this point, if this parenthesis is exactly the same as this parenthesis, we're on the right track. Okay? So now I'm ready to set up my answer. So the last step needs to be to set up answer. Here we go. This x and this 4 will be in one parenthesis, x plus 4. This parenthesis that I underlined in blue, see how they're exactly the same? We're only going to use it once, x plus 3. This right here is my answer. Can I check my answer? How do I check my answer? Well, I can use the distributive property or the FOIL method and multiply this out. X times x is x squared, x times 3 is 3x, 4 times x is 4x, 4 times 3 is 12. If I combine my like terms, x squared plus 7x plus 12. This should be exactly the same as the problem I started with. Is it? That means our answer is correct. Factor x squared plus 13a plus 30. Going to multiply the first and the third term, and we get 30x squared. We're going to find factors of 30x squared that add up to 13a. So 1x times 30x. This adds up to what? 31x. Can we use these factors? No. 2x times 15x. This adds up to 17x. Can we use these factors? No. 3x times 10x. This adds up to 13x. Oh, I'm sorry, I put an a instead of an x. So we found our factors, right? Let's set up our problem over here with our group. Copy down the first term. Copy down the third term. We're going to include the factors that add up to the second term. They add up to 13x. So plus 3x and 10x. This is a plus 30 because this is a positive 30. So let's factor out each group. What can I factor out of x squared plus 3x? X. X squared divided by x is x. 3x divided by x is 3. What can I factor out of 10x plus 30? 10. 10x divided by 10 is x. 30 divided by 10 is 3. Checkpoint right here. Are my parentheses exactly the same? Yes, we're on the right track. So we can set up our answer now. X plus 10 times x plus 3. How do I check my answer? If I multiply by distributing or the FOIL method, we should end up with our trinomial x squared plus 13x plus 30.